When we feel like we're strong enough to manage the wilderness and the rest of life on our own is when we're most susceptible to failing spectacularly. When the devil tempts Jesus with dominion over all the kingdoms of the world, if he will only worship Satan, is verse 13 from today's passage that Jesus recites in opposition and resistance to the devil. As we read the verse in the Gospels, it reminds us that we worship God and God alone, and that belief and commandment can be found throughout Scripture. But Jesus chose the verse from this portion of Deuteronomy 8 for a reason. He chose it because it's part of a larger reminder that the kingdom of Israel was not built by the people of Israel. They came into a fully stocked land when they entered the Promised Land. God gave them a land with cisterns and wells dug, vineyards planted, crops cultivated, livestock tended, and cities built. God gave them their kingdom and asked them to worship God and God alone, and to steward what God had given. Jesus chooses this particular passage to say to Satan, not only will I not worship you, but I also know that you cannot give me what you promise. You don't have that kind of power. Only God does. Often we're tempted to believe that we have the strength, intellect, or willpower to earn whatever we want in life. That's simply another form of the temptation to claim all the kingdoms of the world. We may not be worshiping Satan when we live that way, but we're certainly worshiping ourselves.